Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so we're back on with the Dare to Ask, and let's have a look. Question: will India and Pakistan be able to work out their problems to avoid war? Oh yes, and it's about money and land, I believe, and deals as well. So I think you can bank on it. I feel real secure with this question as well. So I do think it can be worked out, but there'll be a price to pay. Will there be a peace treaty between Russia and Ukraine soon? And will Zelensky resign? Will there be a peace treaty between R and you soon? No, I told you. Here he goes, Mr. Zelensky, bobbing around, going around everywhere like a begging bowl. Can I have your cash? Can I have your cash? He doesn't want to, and for that very reason, okay, because he knows that he would have to step back. And it's about what he's hiding as well. It's not just that he loves his position. I think he would end up going to, getting done for war crimes. It's what he's hiding is the problem. My question is, will Trevor ever tell the truth about what Meghan was really like? Yes or no? His life has got so much better without her, okay? So maybe he can sit in an interview and say that he's so happy. It's about timing, okay? The time's not right as well. I don't know. I think he's happy and getting on with his life. That's what I think. I think that's what the Wheel of Fortune means. He's having babies left, right and centre. He's a gentleman. Another question. How much does Harry know about how awful Meghan is? And what does he realise? What does he realise about Meghan? Well, I think he's starting to see, about leaking all the stories, things she accused the royal family of and lied to Harry about. He's starting to realise. I think that's what they're saying. To what extent is he aware of all her lies? Well, I don't think he knew about the miscarriages. So, to what extent, what is the level of his understanding of his wife's lies? She's shit with money and she's a fraud, so he knows everything she does. She never sticks to or completes as well. So, this isn't a gold digger. This is like fraud, okay? So he doesn't trust her. The trust is gone. I think it's about what is. I'll tell you what he's wondering is, what's she done with all my money? That's what it is. Can't say we didn't warn him. Last question. What was Harry's role in her using a fake baby bump? Whose idea was it? Well, it really did upset Harry, They had no ends of arguments about it. Do you know what? Whether it be a fake pregnancy or, some other pregnancy, he was not allowed to enjoy it. And anyway, apparently this this pregnancy went on for about 10 months. Ooh, a little bit longer than you should. Well, I do know that, you can go past 9 months, I suppose. But, I think, it upset him and it upset all the family as well. It was a big source of rows. I think he was in on it. The reason I'm getting is that they'll never accept us, Harry. They'll never accept their children, Harry, you know. Was Harry happy going along with Meghan and a fake mum bump? No. No, and he didn't like it because everybody was getting suspicious as well. You know, 1 minute it's out there, next minute it's on the floor, next minute it's back up under her breast. All those things, you know, and then people pointing it out. That made, you know, that's something that, into how he felt about that pregnancy. He wouldn't have been able to have feel good about it, okay? It was shrouded in mystery and shame. I know he's dim, but no one's that stupid, surely. Look, he trusted her, you know. I think what you were on about is the first miscarriage and the second one and all that. Look, she was very convincing, you know. She's an actor. She wouldn't have been able to do this with anybody else, but you look at the level of manipulation, you know. She's Diana the Second. Who is that, dim? Oh, I hate when he does that. Right, okay. Are all these recent and past deletions like Liam and Gene Hackney, Matthew Perry, Jeffrey Epstein, Brittany Murphy connected to the Global Eyes Wide Shut organisation? Let's have a look. Yes or no? I'm getting a yes. I also feel like in some cases, you know, there is a bit of creativity there as well, and people who are talking about this or doing videos maybe or reports have got a lot to gain financially as well. So I'm getting creative and finishing off things, not finishing off people, but you know, I'm getting a yes. So I think there's some involvement there. Is the British royal family involved in any way, or are they being set up? They've got no choice. You've got death reverse there, so it's like they've got no choice in the matter whether to speak out or not, or come out and say things, okay? And they're unwilling as well. They're unwilling. So it's that never explain, never complain thing. So people will speculate as well. I just feel like they've got no choice. I think it's being talked about the royal family, but I don't see them that they're going along with it, you know, or involved. Nothing would surprise me, guys, you know, if there was anything in it. Gene Hackman, I did the video on him. Well, Jeffrey Epstein, I don't believe killed himself at all, okay? I don't. He had a lot of power in that cell, you know. He had his books, his knowledge, things in his head. So, you know, I don't believe he did. Matthew Perry, I think, was he suffered with depression. Liam did as well. Thanks, BFB, for another great reading. When will the truth about H&M's children be revealed to the mainstream media for everyone to know? So what we want to know when will it be confirmed. Well, as Meghan disintegrates, you know, any chance or hope left with the royal family. So, you know, I'm getting disputes here, disputes. I think there's going to be a lot of people coming out and saying things, you know, and then it all adds up, you know. So you're not getting it coming from one person at a time. I mean, I do still feel like Piers and Dan Mutton get the scoop as well. Might take a little bit of time, you know. I've got years here, couple years. I don't think so. I think it's when her and Harry divorce. When will H&M get divorced and the truth about the secret girlfriend comes out? When? Oh, well, it's coming. It's look, it's less than 3 months I'm getting. I said before, a few weeks ago, like within 6 weeks, we get some kind of knowledge regarding this. Harry can't carry on like this. He don't even want to. How can they stay in line to succession? Well, I've no idea, but you know, Harry is their father, so I think that goes for one thing. And well, you've seen Charles, you know, who doesn't want to upset Meghan, so never does anything, you know. So again, you know, leaving him in. If you are a Hollywood A-lister, is there anyone that has made it being a part of the satanic org? Don't know what W is. Maybe being a part of the... So, you know, are the satanic org, I think she means, you know, more than one, more than three. Do satanic orgies go on with Hollywood A-listers? Well, you got the judgment reversed here, so I'm going to say, yeah, people are reckless, you know, doing the drugs, doing the coke, getting involved. I'm not sure, like, how satanic it gets. I don't, you know, with this question, okay, so, but yeah, it does go on. Yeah, it does. I'll say yes to that. Wow, great reading. Thank you. It seems to me that MM goes around taking pictures or has them taken all of the time. She does. She then puts them into whatever story or situation that comes up to fit her narrative. You're absolutely spot on there, you know. She does. And she plays it like she did with the pregnancies as well, you know. 1 minute the big, 1 minute the small, 1 minute the brown, 1 minute the ginger, you know. So, yeah, I definitely do. But, you know, when this last one where she's got that little kid, supposedly Lily, saying, "Oh, that's beautiful." That is not her voice. That is not her voice. What really causes Spain, Portugal, etc. blackouts? If nefarious, what is the intention? It's to control us, okay? It's to control us and stop us. You'll think your bank cards won't work, you know, the electrics, the food, the businesses that go under. You know, everybody depends on electric. So, you know, I've said it earlier, so I'll just repeat it again. You know, this is by the elites and the government. They know exactly what they're doing and expect it as well. I'll tell you where you won't get it. In America, Trump will be straight on it. Is it Ashley? Honestly, I've done about 10, 15 readings between this one and that one. It's a subpoena Blake Lively's lawyer created legal or after Stephanie and them combined broke a dozen laws. Did they then create it to cover their asses? Do you know if they are? Let me break that question down. So is the subpoena Blake Lively's lawyer created legal? So I'm getting somebody caused it, so I feel it is legal, okay, but I also feel like somebody caused it, so somebody's behaviour. So is it after Stephanie and them combined broke about a dozen laws? I would think so. It was in reaction. Okay, this is an in reaction thing. I'm getting that, you know, no one comes out good over this. And do they know if they are effed? After Stephanie and them, command broke about a dozen laws. So was the subpoena after Stephanie and them created, broke a dozen laws? I'm getting it was after as well. I'm getting after. So this was caused because of it, you know. So, and I don't feel like it's, is it legal? What are you saying? Is it legal? Is it legal, yes or no? It's legal. But, you know, this will all come out in the wash as well and being talked about. I also feel it's about, you know, getting the star power as well. So somebody wanting to be up there with an aiming lights, and I do feel it's a female. They don't care. They don't see it as being effed up because they don't care. It's all about, you know, the star power and everything, you know, being talked about. Do you know what? If people was talking about me, A, I wouldn't want to know, because B, I wouldn't like it. How did Uncle Charles find Meghan? He advertised, but we'll ask. How did Charles Spencer find Meghan? How did he find her? For a woman, an introduction. I think, you know, he doesn't meet Meghan first hand at the beginning. Okay, it's afterwards when she gets the role, because what the audition would be, or the part was discussed, was, you know, you'll be a rebel, you'll go in, you know, to a rich family, and you'll come up with all sorts of ways, you know, to take revenge. So it's clearly, you know, this woman and him are clearly setting the stage for the scenario. The only difference is when Meghan gets further down the line, she realises that it's a living role, you know, a live role, rather than an acting part. Hopefully someday all the things that were wiped from the internet about her before the engagement, someone has a copy and they will release it. Yeah, well, I hope that too, but, you know, I think, you know, at the moment, well, people fear her. People fear her. Those children must not. Come on. You're doing amazing. That's it. Those children must not remain in the line of succession. They have no right to be there. Rip off the band-aid and let the fallout settle. Those kids are already suffering, and we'll find out what dreadful things have happened eventually. They can be included in the family, but not the line of succession. Well, I agree, you know, that's as things stand at the moment. Now, funnily enough, when I did that HRH video, you know, Harry seems to be bothered about his two children. If you remember, two children came out, and I think he was bothered about that. It's for Harry to decide about the HRH as things stand, and something happens, you know, something happens and they stay in the line of succession. That's all I can say. I don't see them being out of it. I know what you guys feel about it, but, you know, as far as I can see, they stay in it. Is it the niece, Ashley? You're all asking me names. Question. The King's funeral arrangements were published a couple of weeks ago. Why is it being published now? Is the King's death sooner than we think? is the king's death, sooner than we think. I think he's done this voluntary, I think he's been up front about it as well. So, I don't know, I just get he'll withdraw less and less and less, I'm afraid. Okay, so I think he's dying right in front of you. Now, this can be 2 years, but I keep getting the 2 years, so I think he's done this voluntary. If it's come out, it's been voluntary by him. We don't have any banyan tree in California. The hospital would never give a dead child to the parents. It's against the law. Absolutely agree. I don't know what, I think they used flowers under somewhere. What did, how did Harry commiserate his great loss? What did he replace an actual fetus with? Was it flowers? I don't believe that it even happened. Okay, that's what I'm getting. That's not the way it was planned. That's not the way it went. I mean, do you know what? If it was anybody else, right, all this bullshit from these two, you'd go on a news programme and you'd have people tearing you apart, like Piers Morgan, lady, see, bloody Dan Wootton, they would be ripping you to shreds, even other reporters as well. But apparently, whenever they go anywhere, they get to say what they'll say and what they won't. Was Meghan born in 1967 in New York? I get whatever age she's supposed to be, she is. So 67, so what's that? 33. 33? No, she's not 58, that's for sure. No, I'm getting, this is a different decision, so I don't know if you've got your dates mixed up or I have. But whatever age she is saying she is, that is actually true. I don't know if it's 43 or something, or is that 43% Nigerian? But I do get the age is correct. Anyway, it'd have to be, because can you imagine everywhere she goes and they're seeing on security a date of birth, and just having a quick look, love. When you're checking a hotel and you have to give your passport, and for any other reason, okay. So I don't believe that she is the age, and I think her dad confirmed it as well. Not that I hold much truth in him. Question, please, have M and D. M and D? Used type of bad juju against H. Oh, Meghan and Dory for control. And did they use dark energy to interfere with the health of the royal families? Yes or no? Did she? Got 2 cards here. There's Meghan. Very clever and manipulative. So to that question, right, what the universe is saying is that Meghan used Meghan did manipulate Harry and influence him, but not with black magic or JoJo, okay? It was because of Charles Spencer. So it definitely happened. So even her impact on the royal family, it happened, but not because Meghan and Dory was casting spells. It was about Charles Spencer. She should go to prison for fraud to the crown and country. Will Meghan ever be, fearing going to prison? There will be something coming up, okay? There will be something coming up where one day she feels like she could be in trouble and she gets dropped in it from somebody else, another woman who will have her for toast, okay? eat her for breakfast. Maybe it's Ashley. Question, did M give birth to a child prior to the marriage with Trevor? Yes or no, universe? Nope. Eight of Swords, meaning, you know, she needed somebody else's input. Okay, so I think I said that Megan, when she only discovered she couldn't have children after she was married, she actually had no idea. And it was like trying IVF, you know, and things, because she needed somebody else's input. Okay, so she could, but even then it didn't work. Lady C could leak it. Yeah, maybe she could. I'm so fascinated by the way you read the cards. Lots of love. I know, it's different, isn't it? Well, we'd take all day, wouldn't we? Just doing a spread after a spread. I ain't got bloody time. What I say is get to the point and I'll tell you. Question, did M help D cover up her grandfather's cause of death? Well, she was a young child when that was going on, okay, so no, I don't feel that whatsoever. I'm getting a child here. I do believe she went to, you know, used to go see him. And I get a nice feeling, you know. I get a nice feeling. So I'm going to say no. Good morning, BFP. Question, what will happen to the NHS long term? Will our uninvited boat guests be returned? And if so, when will it happen? Let me change the deck. Well, the NHS is certainly changing its stance on safe spaces for women. I can't imagine keeping... well, you see my faces anyway. I've got more faces than Big Ben, but, you know, you'd be able to bloody read a mile off if I thought something was weird or, you know, I'd be like... Safe spaces, honestly. I have to say, I hope she didn't watch my channel. So, my sister-in-law's got this niece who goes by no name, they, or these stupid pronouns, and all like that. So, so my sister-in-law said, oh, you have to call her they, or this, or that. I went, well, I won't be talking to her. But the thing is, I'm shit with names anyway, so I've got it to a T that I don't have to ever say somebody else's name. You know, yeah, I can do it. I get away with it all the time. But, you know, I said, well, what's that to her then? Honestly, kids are today. But I'm like, why is the mother letting her do that? You know, I think she's only 11. And what she isn't, I don't know. She's a lesbian, she's a goth, she's a mod, she's this, she's that, you know, she's there. I'm like, that's not on, you know. I don't care what anybody says. That is child abuse. Best not have a drink at the wedding, eh? Okay. So what will happen to the NHS long term? I think things are going to start turning around where the staff feel a bit more safer than there was getting into trouble for all these transsexual things. And so I think, you know, they're starting to... I mean, I just can't believe that. A judge had to tell you what a bloody woman was, you know. So I do feel like I'm getting support and reassurance here. So will it be a better place to work for? I think it's very stressful. I did a few weeks. Oh my God, I lasted like a few weeks. I was begging to, you know, find something else to do. Yeah, so I feel like reassurance, okay, and that's what I get. So it could be reassurance because everybody's worried they're going to privatise half my family work at the hospital. And I tell you what they say, they can't wait for it to be privatised, okay? They think that would be better. mean, they do work hard, you know, honestly. I know there was a major incident one time, and my daughter-in-law, she said to me in front of my husband, and she went, oh my God, she went, I didn't get a break that day. I didn't get a break. I tell you. And my husband went, well, there was a massive incident. I said, look, love, there's an incident every day, you know. I went, so I said, I'm telling you, on your feet all day. You can cover 15 to 18 miles on your speedometer thing on your watch, you know. I know, because I did it. Will the uninvited boat guests be returned? Like I've said, things have to get worse before they get better. Wheel of Fortune reversed. You know, we've got no one willing to do it at the moment, have we? You know, everybody's fighting over bums on seats, and oh, I think it's the election today. Oh dear, I ain't heard no. Actually, I ain't heard no. Yeah, so not yet. It has to get worse before it can get better. You know, when it's one of their family that's been assaulted, or you know, or it's the neighbour, or it's the area that they live in, or it's the buses or the trains, or, you know, because they can afford to go private for dental treatment, and even the NHS as well. Oh, and the kids can go private school, so, you know, they're totally oblivious to the normal working class person. Will this government last till 2029? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. But we should have a new leader by then, okay? And less control, okay? So it's like people will start putting up a fight in Parliament as well. So Labour aren't being challenged enough, okay? There's no one there. I mean, that bloody woman who works for Labour, Kerry Baganoff or whatever her name is, well, she needs to go. She's not strong enough. She's got ample opportunity to, you know, to crucify Keir Starmer and Lammy and all the rest of it. You know, honestly, I used to watch Parliament before, and they'd be shouting, heckling, and this, that, and the other. But now it's like nasty and spiteful, you know, bringing personal things into it. When will they go? They won't make it past the next election, I'll tell you. I've got Ben Habib down for the next Prime Minister. When will they go, and especially how will the government fall with their overwhelming majority? Thank you for all your brilliant readings. They are fantastic. Oh, thank you. I'll pass that on to the universe. Right, so Ben Habib's the next president. You got Keir Starmer, he is going. Mainly, I think there's stuff in his personal life, but also he's going to cause a revolt. I mean, he's only been, the madman's been in power, what, for 7 months, is it? And look at what he's doing, you know. People don't agree with him, and they're also frightened of him. If you're frightened of your own boss, what's going on there? H&M went after Dan in the beginning, and he lost his job at GB News. It's payback time. I think they did him a favour, don't you? I think that GB News is worse off than it ever was. You've got loads of people that have left as well. I've seen a young lad getting real tearful and everything. You know, look, it just forces you into a direction in life. Like I say, and you think, oh, without that push and shove, you won't have the success that you have today. So they should be thankful, and they will be thankful and grateful, obviously, as things get easier for them. So I think it's GB News that has lost out. Thank you, super interesting. Thank you. She wrote the book, allegedly. Well, she's been writing, if you're on about Meghan, she's been writing a book one day at a time. That's what they say, you know. Write a page at a time. Oh, I started to write a book. Well, I only got to the introduction, and then I lost it all, you know. I was like, oh my God. And then there's things you think, should I put that in? Should I keep that out? I don't know. It's still on the shelf anyway, so maybe I have to have a few more years behind me. You mentioned that Archie may have been born in the US. If so, how did he get a British birth certificate? And did I say that? No, that was Lily. I think I said Lily, because Archie, I've always said, was born in Scotland. So Lily, that's the one, isn't it? Because I said that. I don't know what. There was a place that I said, and somebody come back and said, "Oh, it was that." I don't know, like Puerto Rico or somewhere. Somewhere they've been as well. I'll have to think about that. He's gone out my head now. So no, that's not true. Okay, it's Lily that was born out of the US, but it's part of the US. Somebody said. So will a trophy be revealed on this one? I doubt it. Because I've got it. Either I'm wrong, you're wrong. I don't know. Lily is a US citizen, born somewhere, but it's part of the US. And it's not. It wasn't Canada. It was like felt Caribbean to me. In one of your past readings, you mentioned something about Scotland, and was happy because Archie would be guaranteed the line of succession. What did that mean? Well, I definitely feel he was born in Scotland, okay, and arrived. Oh, hang on. The surrogate gave birth in Portland. Did the surrogate give birth in Portland? No, she didn't, did she? No, because the baby was in the ambulance, okay. Did Meghan seek treatment and a surrogate from Scotland? So she went for, treatment. She'll have gone for treatment and been diagnosed with something. So I really don't know. I always feel, I don't know, that's wrong me, because, like, obviously the latest reading show this woman. Is the surrogate, did she come from Scotland? Oh, I'm getting don't trust. An idea is held back diagnosis of after a long time. Okay, let's ask the universe what I actually meant, okay, because it's saying what did that mean. So I can't remember the exact conversation, but, what was what did I mean? I'm getting unhappiness here. What did I mean? So she would, because she was unhappy? All I can say is that it was support, okay? I was on about support for her and that she was unhappy at the time as well. I still feel like there was a connection to Scotland. I always have said that. So I'm not sure without seeing it, okay? Seeing what I was on about, but yeah, I can't. Oh, no birth. So the child wasn't born in Scotland, but she was treated, okay? Somebody was treated there. That's what it's saying. So it wasn't born in Scotland, but it's a mother in Scotland. I think that's what we've got. Is H sick? I remember. Oh. Sorry, I'm just looking at the time. His H sick, I remember not long ago you mentioned, and I think it was you, that there was a possibility he may have gonorrhea, AIDS or something. No, I never said that, okay. I'm the one that said he didn't have an STD. If anything, in the past he might have caught a little dose of chlamydia, but nothing like that. Recently, another tarot reader picked up on that he was upset. That he waited too long and there is no going back. Some liaison that he had dark. I felt allegedly he had a gay affair and that he may have had AIDS, and it was too late. Could this be true? I'll ask, is it true? I think we'll sit this one out, okay? We'll set the 5th on this. Absolutely not, okay? Not anything like that. I mean, he could have had a, I think it chlamydia popped into my head, but that would be it. It was a little prescription, nothing more. What is going on in the royal family with Camilla? I have been seeing things such as Anne having a disagreement regarding decisions Camilla has made. There were a couple of other things. What can you see? What's going on? What's going on? How does Princess Anne feel about Camilla? I think what's going on is that, I think I've said so already, but Anne is giving Charles, a bit of earache over the shit stunts that he's pulling with all these, bloody religions and everything else. So I think and about what he's doing and taking it easy or not taking it easy enough. So I feel like, if anything, Anne would be trying to get through to Camilla and say, this is how you should deal with it. This is what you should be doing. So I don't know. I think, there is tensions there between Charlie Boy and what he's doing and Anne, because Anne was very fixed in her views and how she sees the monarchy being. And, her brother is kind of upsetting the apple cart as well. And it's like she's asking, she's on about Charles with a man, okay? Charles with a man and a friendship. So I think she's going on there with Camilla. I'll just go back. I think Anne's hearing all different things, about Charles. How does Camilla feel about Anne? She agrees that Charles is making, poor decisions, poor decisions. I think everybody in the family is thinking, are you going to do something? You've got Harry and Meghan, you've got Keir Starmer, you've got Sadiq Khan, you've got all these bloody churches that are not churches anymore. It's all going off and insane. It's all going off and insane. So I think that's what there is. There's, and with Charles's health as well thrown in the mix. So if anything, Camilla's agreeing, with Anne. How does Camilla feel about Charlie Boy and what he's up to? So you got the Ace of Pentacles. He's only got a year left. That's what she's thinking. He's only got a year left, so let him have it. Let him have it. Is that true, universe? Absolutely. It's a yes. So that will be the dynamic in it as well. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. This is the 3rd episode. And I will be back with you as soon as I can, probably tomorrow now as well. Actually, I won't even say when, because I'm dropping these two one after another, okay? And I've got 2 other videos for you as well. So I will be back soon with another reading. Thank you for watching. If you've liked it, do subscribe and send me a like, okay? And yeah, I'll be back soon. Bye now. Bye-bye.